Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it do for you. Why did Donald reverse his position on the Epstein file? He reversed his position because he had to. It wasn't going in his favor. Hey, sorry I'm late. Got a little busy. Got a little busy. Hey, purple flower. What it do? What it do? Sorry I'm late. This right here is Sponty right here. Oh my God, this right here is Sponty. With everything going on today, with this clown here, it says Trump just bragged about an IQ test at Walter Reed. They don't give IQ tests at the doctor's office or the hospital. They give dementia tests. Him confused. Him confused. He bragging about an IQ test that was given at Walter Reed Hospital. Where they do that at? Ooh, I hope they telling him he don't. Let me stop. He losing it. He losing it. He melting down. He telling people to hush and shut up. You the worst ever. You're the worst ever. Baby, I could not have been out there. I'm like, oh, nah, boo-boo, that's you. You the fool, Winnie the Pooh. We see you. We laugh at you. You a clown and you don't even know it. We see you. We laugh at you. You a clown and you don't even know it. Yeah, that dementia is close. It's closing in. Them parasites are eating your brain alive. Yeah. You still feeding them parasites. And your homeboys and stuff don't even want to tell you. And I ain't gonna tell you. Ha! Woo, boy. Ain't that funny? But anyway, because I got I got another live set up. And yeah, let's hear what he's saying. Baby, they say he is about facing. About face. Forward march. Stop. Back it up. We know he just fell. Because he can't walk straight. You know he can't walk backwards. I started getting messages late. Well, I got off late, so excuse me, early this morning, talking about he reversing. I mean, didn't we kind of talk about him reversing it last night? I'm like, wow. And when I hear these people talking about bubble, I'm like, we just be way too ahead of the game. Because they late to the party. When I wanted them to talk about this Friday, they wasn't talking about it. But baby, they talking about it now. Hey, Vicky, we missed you this weekend. I hope all is well. Yeah. Here, and I hope you go back and watch them, baby, because this weekend was epic. I wasn't AunTeaFee. I wasn't Laquita. I don't know who I was. Oh my God, I lost my voice a couple of times, but it's all good in the neighborhood. Yeah, they late to the party. Talking about Walter Reed. I said he had a high IQ, best they've ever seen. He just say stupid stuff. It just don't make sense. I am so sick of people stroking this man's ego. Y'all need to tell him the truth. Hell, bust that big ass bump under that rise and that cyst. You know, put some tea tree oil on it. Rub some some bubbles juices on it or something. Don't that supposed to help your skin? Huh? Don't bubbles icing. Ain't that supposed to help your skin? Ain't it a certain ain't it a serum? Ain't it a protein? Put that protein, rub it under your eye. Rub that pickle juice up under that eye right there. Make that big old thing right there pop. Yeah. Ain't it protein? ain't that what guys be telling girls? It's protein. Is it the same when it's a boy on boy? Man on man? Yeah. Let's go. The IQ test from the dementia hospital. Boy, you better go sit down. Y'all better stop. I can't stop. I can't stand with people playing our face. Now he trying to give us some of our money back. Talking about repay. Yeah, you repaying what you done stole. Stop lying to the people. You've been stealing. And hell, why you paying back? Can you go back and pay all the money you stole your first go around? Do that. How about that? How about that? Let me get to it. Let me get to where I was. Breaking Republicans drop bad news for Trump. Again.
Said this is all a political exercise. Certainly the families of
that was the other day. Hold on. Y'all come on in. Please hit the like button as you enter in. We about to spin the bean. We about to go round and round in circles. Y'all know he can't handle going round and round and round. He can't walk straight normally. So you know good and dang well he will not be able to walk straight if we go round and round and round in circles. We go round in circles. Make it fly high like a sun in the sky. Don't make me get my quartet. Don't make me get quartet on y'all.
Powerful reverse setup. English breakout doesn't follow through.
Let's go.
On the Epstein file.
Yeah, talking about reverse. Yeah, do he have a choice? Do he really have a choice? Everybody know he a wimp. Ain't nobody scared of him no more. What the hell y'all was scared of him in the first place? Once y'all saw him eat that hot dog, they said, shit. What we scared of him for? Him ain't got no power. Huh? He had to buy. Y'all talking about he cute, he this, yeah, boy, you had to buy some coochie from Epstein. That's his girl. Hell is wrong with y'all? That's his girl. Let me change Obama. I'm not ready for you yet, sir. I'm not ready for you yet, sir. Yeah. I'm not ready for you, sir. Yeah. Long live dog. Full justice for him, too. Because he ain't got it yet. See, he didn't have that big old booger right there under his eye. Yeah. He didn't have it then. Trump does everything right. He right about everything. That's a lie. That is a bald-faced lie. Yeah, he had her first. And somebody sent me a picture where she was laying up in the bed with a woman. Hell, another female had a second. I mean, it's a whole bunch of freak shit going on over there. I guess that's why he was, eating Bubba's hot dog. Yeah. How about I put the hot dog up? Yeah. Ow. Ow. I can't never let that go. Let's go. Let's hear why they say he reversed. He reversed because he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, the pickle jar. Baby, and they said some more coming out. They supposed to be voting tomorrow. Of course, we gonna be there when they start voting. Yeah, and he wants to be able to veto it, and he wants to bring up Clinton and some other people. He better leave that Clinton thing alone. I know he trying to tie up the files by asking for them to investigate, and I need for them to change the rules. Hey, third rail, I need for them to change some laws, because he should not be ordering the Department of Justice to do anything, but they don't know what they doing. But so he trying to tie it up. I get that. And the more he try to tie it up, the more the his estate is gonna release stuff. The more he try to tie it up, the more his estate is going. And Wolf gonna and Bannon. Now we finding out he was paranoid about Bannon. That's why he fired him. It's a whole bunch of details. But let's listen. Let's listen. And who else gonna tell on him? Somebody else gonna tell on him too. Yeah, you got too many people know your business. You talk too much. Your mouth always open. That's what I was about to say. You uck around in Big Bubble. Not the little one. They say he ain't little. I saw you patting on that man's pallywhacker. You was patting and smiling like you was a female who just realized, like you was Little Red Riding Hood. Instead of saying, how big teeth you have, she said, how big pickle you have. It's Picklegate, baby. Woo, anyway, yeah, you gonna mess around and Bill gonna say, he gonna tell on you. If you know something about Bill, that means Bill knows something about you. And I know now that everything about y'all is blackmail. It's having something to hang over your head. You got dementia, boy. You better sit down. You done forgot a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, Bill ain't forgot about that. He ain't forgot about nothing. Yeah. You want everybody to go down with you. Well, but then bring all of them down. Tell on everybody. You thought we was gonna be shocked cause Bill name no? Hell no. Yeah, we know he freaky and nasty and do some trifling shit if he let you. And they say you been funky and stinky. Sweating and shit all over the place. You got that funky sweat, that shitty sweat. You just shitty. Now we know you loose booty. Hell, if you take a man in your mouth, you take him in the beep. Yeah, that's why that shit was running all down your leg. Yeah, talking about depreciated. You and your mouth is depreciated. Yeah.
He's now urging House Republicans to support the release of the records in a vote planned for tomorrow. Last night,
showing your skills on a microphone stand. Who does that? Who does that in front of thousands of people? They should have known you was sick in the head when you was sitting up there stroking on a microphone stand and acting like that you was, on Big Bubble. People talking about, I don't think he did it. I don't know why the hell you don't. He was acting like he was sucking on a microphone head. He saw that big old head on that microphone. He had a tight grip and shit. He had a tight grip, big old head on that microphone, and he started networking. I said, and he did this in front of a political. I said, oh my God. So he do porn. That was porn to me. That was made me have to go put some eye drops. That just was too much for my eyes to see a man acting like it was a pallywhacker, a big ass pickle in front, and you just head going back and forth and back and forth, mouth wide open. Where they do that shit at? And folk scared of you for what? All you have to do is hit him upside the head with a damn pickle, and he'll stop everything he doing to put that pickle in his damn mouth. Bohemian Grove, you ain't never lied. What's that? Skulls and Bones. Skulls and Bones. What is that? Bones? What is it? Skulls and Bones. Yeah. Yeah, I got a few little clips from that live I took down the other night. I gotta put them up. Yeah, Skulls and Bones right here. Skulls and Bones. Yeah, Skulls and Bones. Yeah, that's what that is. They take y'all in that back room and shit, grab you by your head. Yeah, they grab them by the head and drag them into a room for hours and anything goes. Oh, okay. So you take the whole line masters and they made you a headmaster. Yeah. and Freemasons. Freemasons. I sure don't wanna I sure don't want to thank the black Freemasons doing all this type of shit, but no. But anyway, y'all double tap the face of your screen, get the likes up so I can move forward. It's 242 people in here, 17 likes. You got me confused. You got what they say? What they say? You got me bent. We used to say that a long time ago. Oh, you got me bent. You think I'm finna move forward and there was 200 some people in here. The devil is a lie. The hot dog is juicy. The pickle is sour. I mean, whatever you want to say. Yeah. You tapped in. Thank you. Thank you. Double tap or hit those three dots at the top right. Do whatever you do. Send a super chat, super sticker. I don't know. And I mean from all these new people. I ain't talking about the regulars. I mean, y'all can too, but I'm just saying, y'all need to show some appreciation, boo-boo, because I've been hot. And a lot of what I done told y'all a long time ago coming up and coming out. Coming up and coming out. But come on now, because I got to get back to work. I ain't going to be here long. I got stuff to do. And I got to eat. You understand? You understand? Okay, you're going to make me stop. Let's go.
Planned for tomorrow. Last night, before public of the records,
the tea is hot, baby.
For tomorrow. Last night,
what's tomorrow?
He's now urging House Republicans to support the release of the records in a vote planned for tomorrow. Last night, before publicly reversing his stance on that vote, President Trump claimed Democrats were using the issue to deflect.
Hey, Larry.
They're using Jeffrey Epstein as a deflection from the tremendous success that we're having as a party.
CBS
he lied to himself. Ooh, baby.
With the latest on all of this, Weijia, good morning to you. Many of our viewers will be waking up. Maybe they'll be surprised to see the president changing his position on the Epstein files now. But you also wonder, since Republicans will have this vote anyway, would it have made a difference? Or
no, it would not. Thank you, Janet.
Good morning, Arrow, and good morning to everybody. Well, President Trump has made very clear that he's simply over it. He doesn't want to talk about Jeffrey Epstein anymore, and he is frustrated that it is getting in the way of...
You frustrated because we feel that the victims, they was kids, should get justice. You mad because you're a PDFer, and you're mad that you're being exposed. And now you're mad because more information is coming out about your nasty little sexual habits. Yeah, you thought your secret was going to stay hidden forever. You think you can talk to people crazy and ignorant, be disrespectful, and they gonna keep your secrets? Silly rabbit, tricks up for fucking kids. That's what you get. And I hate saying this, what you get. Oh my God. Please forgive me for that. But what did you expect? You're going to be disloyal and people still supposed to be loyal to you. Yeah, I mean, I know some people like that. Don't misunderstand me. I know some people like that, but shame on them too. Shame on them too. Yeah, you didn't want folk to know. You didn't care anything about the victims, but now you're feeling victimized because your truth is coming out. We know that you're a headhunter. We know that you are a Bill pickle eater, huh? I mean Bill. I don't know. Deal, same thing. You put it in your mouth and you sucked it. Now you want to make a deal. A bill. You changed. You got me confused. You got me confused like the doctor, the dementia doctor telling you your IQ score. Not score. You got me confused. Is it a deal or is it a bill? I'm just a deal. I'm just a bill. I don't know. But your ass ate it. And folk got pictures. Oh my God. I listened to a guy just a minute ago. He said, hold on, let me go there first. He said they got pictures, not a picture. It's plural. I said, you know what? It sure is plural, ain't it? It sure is. Where is it at? It's plural. Wow. Did I save it? Oh my God. It's plural. He did. They got pictures. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be at a time you think that you have the right to say what you want to say when you just get real good and cocky. And them nasty pictures going to pop. Oh, you talking about. Your head game. trying to compete with Monica Lewinsky. How dare you, Donica, trying to compare with a female head game. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Yeah, you better stay in your lane. You too competitive for me. I don't like no man compete with a female. That's the craziest shit I done ever. It happens all the time. I'm just saying, how dare you? And you think somebody gonna keep your secret? I didn't say that thing. Oh, here it go. Trying to compete with Monica Lewinsky. Did you have on your blue suit? Did you have on a blue tie?
Donald Trump has brought a lot of joy to many, many people.
He sure did. Hold on, this man right here is funny.
That some of that joy that had been brought to people would end up being Bill Clinton. This entire Donald Trump.
I can only hope it's enough incrimination for him to be in prison. Yeah, he will. Let me tell you something. Before he do that, he will pull a Epstein. He will pull a Epstein. Believe that. Believe that. He couldn't handle that. No. If he can't handle us laughing, the whole town's laughing at him. Silly fool. Y'all remember when he had to turn himself in? He looked like his whole world was flipped upside down. Lord, have mercy. What is going on? Please don't make me take a mugshot. Please don't humiliate me any further. I'm Donald Trump. Please don't make me turn myself in. Oh, Lord, they found me guilty. He could not, will not be able to man up. He wear too many dresses up under them pants. He ain't man enough. Yeah, he ain't man enough to sit in and man up and be tortured and mishandled. Oh my God, we think Diddy bad. This girl right here. This girl right here. Ooh, baby. You said I would never look at a hot dog the same, dirty Danisha. Dirty Daisha. Girl. Yeah. Thank you, Samantha, for the party hats. Where the party at? Trump got that wet throat. And he took a shot. Yeah, you know, Bill was probably on his coolest shit. Played that horn and shit, blew the hell out that sax. Yeah. And he up there patting the front of his pants like Lou Ray. Ooh, what big pickle you have. You know, oh girly, when we see a nice print, you can, ooh, Lord. You know, it'll be like, oh, Lord, like your eye, like you done seen something in your good eye, like, ooh, Lord, have mercy. Did you see that? Lord, have mercy. Oh my God. Oh, sweet cheese. He looking at Bill, patting on Bill like a female done saw something that was so appealing to her. She had to look at it again, like, oh my God, there is a God. Oh my Lord, yes, indeed. Yeah, that's how he was looking at the bill, the deal, the pickle. Patting on Bill like that. Oh no. Baby, I saw one the other day. I was like, they got a shit. They got this on Facebook. I was like, oh my God. Oh, okay. What type of towel is that? You know, see, stuff like that. I just can't stand it with female men. You know, stop this. Stay in your lane. Ain't that what they tell us? Stay in your lane. Hell, stay in your own pickle lane. We got enough problems with females. Female on females. Crime. Over dudes. Hell, now we gotta worry about your big mouth ass. Competition. You ain't. Oh boy, don't make me go back and try to find that girl. That was. It's like, oh okay, okay. That's what we doing.
Let me also say this: that when I was a young boy, and
y'all know I ain't no good.
I never imagined that I would grow up to
now I'm over here looking for it.
Talking about politics in this day and age. And in that day and age, I might have to bleep myself when talking about the current president of the United States sucking the of a previous president of the United States. And that is exactly
what you say? Y'all know he's funny. Here you go.
When I was a young boy, and Ronald Reagan was president, I never imagined that I would grow up to be this man talking about politics in this day and age. And in that day and age, I might have to bleep myself when talking about the current president of the United States sucking the of a previous president of the United States. And that is exactly where we are in this country right now. Donald Trump has dragged us into the gutter, both rhetorically and politically and culturally and economically, morally, ethically. Have I already said those?
Yeah, you have.
Come on. So this is what this is all about. If you don't know, I had somebody email me or text me. A buddy texted me yesterday. And I've been seeing this all over the place. What is this? Where is this from? And now I have the email that was in the pile, the tranche of emails from the Epstein's estate. And this is exactly what this is. It's an interaction, an email exchange between Mark Epstein, the brother of Jeffrey Epstein, and Jeffrey Epstein, in which he asks the question, does Putin have the photo of Trump blowing Bubba? Not, does he have a photo?
Not
No,
a
does he have
photo.
a photo of that? No, does he have the photo? Does he have the photo? Meaning, there's a photo. They know there's a photo. Does Putin have it?
Do he have? I hope they don't think Obama. Oh no, they would have already done that.
There's a photo. They know there's a photo. Does Putin have it? Wow.
Wow.
So I'm going to go through this. I've outlined it so it's easier to read for myself because it's reading from bottom to top. We'll put the email on the screen here. Again, this is March 2018, an email exchange between Jeffrey Epstein and his brother, Mark. This is Mark Epstein to Jeffrey. How are you doing? A while back, you mentioned that you were pre-diabetic. Has anything changed with that? What is your boy Donald up to now? Jeffrey Epstein replies, all good. Bannon with me. I'm assuming that's a reference to Steve Bannon.
All them freaks. That's why Bannon said we gonna go to jail.
Ask him if Putin has the photos, excuse me, photos, plural, more than one.
Yeah.
Ask him if Putin has the photos
More than one.
of Trump blowing Bubba. Now,
More than
this
one.
would seem outlandish. Donald Trump would never, the alpha man, the mighty masculine man, the straight, notably virile dude would never put himself in a position to be sucking the of Bill Clinton. Also, we'll wait for that. Wait, there's not like video evidence of Donald Trump being weird with a microphone, is there?
There you go. Hold on, let me let y'all see. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. This y'all president. This y'all president. Where they do this at? Where they do this at?
There's not like video evidence of Donald Trump being weird with a microphone, is there?
Hold on. Y'all remember this? This says 2024. Let's go.
Wait for that. Wait, there's not like video evidence of Donald Trump being weird with a microphone, is there?
He got one
I guess there is.
a mic in one hand, he holding tight, and then he going at it with the microphone.
I guess there is video evidence of Donald Trump being weird with a microphone, broadcasting to the world his fellatio skills. I guess. I guess Bill Clinton wasn't available during that rally, so he had to substitute the microphone. Anyway, the emails go on. I asked if Putin has the photos of Trump.
It is horrifying, Jolene.
Jeffrey Epstein replies, and I thought I had Surus. Now, I had to look up what Surus is for all of my understanding of the English language. There are many, many, many thousands of words that I don't know, and Surus is one of them. Apparently, it means trouble or distress. This is from Merriam-Webster. And I thought I had troubles or problems, is what Jeffrey Epstein says there. To which Mark
Just
Epstein
horrifying.
replies, you and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard. Jeffrey Epstein replies, you mean Donnie T, meaning Donald J. Trump, current, and at the time, actually, President of the United States of America. To which Mark Epstein replies, I'd rather be in Donnie D's shoes. I don't know exactly
Donald Duck.
Donald or Don
Donald Duck.
D they're talking about. But look, what do you think? Do you think there's actually a chance that Donald Trump actually got down on the of...
Did he get down on? Look at him laughing. Laughing at him. The whole town's laughing at you. Yeah, silly fool. Yeah, how did you get caught on camera? Wow. And he was ugly as hell. Okay, let's get on back over here. Over here. Get the lights up. Get the lights up. I was so trying to find. Oh, dude. Baby, I'm so kind of glad he really ain't into the brothers. Not none of them. We were like, no way. Let's go.
Well, President Trump has made very
CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Zhang joins us now with the latest on all of this. Weijia, good morning to you. Many of our viewers will be waking up. Maybe they'll be surprised to see the president changing his position on the Epstein files now. But you also wonder, since Republicans will have this vote anyway, would it have made a difference? Or what's your analysis? Why is the president changing his tune?
Good morning, Arrow, and good morning to everybody. Well, President Trump has made very clear that he's simply over it. He doesn't want
He
to
ain't
talk
over
about Jeffrey
nothing.
Epstein anymore, and he is frustrated that it is getting in the way
He was
of all
hollering
the
though.
issues he does want to talk about, including affordability, immigration, things that are on his agenda. And so that is one reason why he is urging Republicans to support the measure to force the DOJ to release more files. And his hope
He
is
really
that
thought that
that
we was
will
gonna
free up
stop
more
talking
space
about it.
to focus on what matters to him. And you're right, Errol, in pointing out the other thing, which is that just last week, the White House tried to talk Republicans out of supporting a measure that would force the vote that is coming tomorrow. And in the end, it did not work. There were enough signatures to have this vote tomorrow for Congressman, the Speaker, Mike Johnson, to call for a vote. And so it could be, just an acknowledgement that politically, this effort is not going anywhere from members
Hey,
of his
Cynthia.
own party. And so it is, savvier to get on board than try to block it, which raises even more questions about why.
Yeah, and we're going to dig into some of those questions right now. Weijia Zhang with the latest from the White House for us. Weijia, thank you. CBS News Chief Washington Analyst Robert Costa joins us now from our D.C. Bureau with more on this. Good morning, Bob. I want to kind of dig into this a bit more with you. Well, what is your take on what appears to be a reversal from the president now that the political tides on this topic are changing?
Good morning. It's good to be with you. When you talk to people close to President Trump, they don't see this as a reversal. They see this more as an evolution of how he's trying to handle an issue he detests. The frustration in President Trump's inner circle, especially with the president himself, is so real, based on my calls over the weekend, that he wants to just push this away and have Republicans focus on other
very
issues
low. Oh,
like
my
the
goodness.
economy. The White House knows after what happened in the off-year elections, they need to talk more about affordability and helping working people across the country in terms of health care costs and in dealing with inflation and other issues.
Now he want to give
But at
us
the same
back the
time, we
money
know
he
that
done
so many
stole.
Republicans don't want to move away from this, especially Representative Marjorie Taylor
I'll
Greene,
give y'all some money.
Thomas Massey, among
No.
others. And so they're
Keep
trying
it.
to navigate those political dynamics, sometimes uneasily.
And what do you make of the Republican Congressman Tom Massey and his push to get documents released? Because he even has said, I think over the weekend, that the president's efforts to get the DOJ to release files as it relates to Democrats is a bit of a smokescreen that would prevent the full investigation documents from
Fact,
being
right there.
released. How is the president and the White House viewing Massey and MTG?
They see Congressman Massey as a nuisance. You've seen President Trump
A
weigh
traitor.
in on Congressman Massey's personal life. You've seen him weigh in on Representative Greene and call her a traitor
It's
to
that-
the country.
It,
What you're watching here, though, is a Republican Party that is very tense about how exactly to frame what is happening with the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. Think back even 10 years ago when then Mr. Trump, the businessman Donald Trump, was running for president for the first time, at least in a major way. And you had him talking about what he believed was corruption
Thank you,
among
Vicky.
the American political establishment. He cast the Democratic nominee, Secretary Hillary
Thank
Clinton,
you.
as a corrupt figure. in American life. And he was part of this group of voices in the Republican Party who really used a broad brush to say that the Democratic Party in particular, but that the elites of this country were corrupt and that their conduct was in some way not that great. And that fervor hasn't gone away, and it's part of what's driving this conversation.
And we'll keep watching this closely. Bob Costa in our DC Bureau, great to see you this Monday. Bob, thank you.
See what
This one pair of glasses
scared
fixed
Obama
problems I
gonna be.
didn't know I had. Don't
let me see what he say. Yeah, I think if he could have really pulled old Obama into it, he would have said to him a long time ago. You know, he despised Obama more than he despised Clinton. Hold on. Okay, so am I stuck again? What? Yeah. Now he may try to bring in some of his cabinet. Epstein. Is it this one? The secret reason. Okay, let's do this one.
A moment in our divided politics. This isn't about red versus blue. My fellow Americans, I come to you today
Just
not as a former president, but as a citizen, as a father, as someone who, like you, watches the news and feels a deep, abiding concern for the country we love, for the institutions we hold dear, and for the simple, basic decency we expect from one another, especially from those who hold the highest office in the land. We are once again in a moment that tests our conscience, a moment that asks us to look clearly at what is happening and to decide
and
who we are.
yes, it
Today,
is
new information has
what they
surfaced.
call it, AI, but it's his message
Information
and his voice.
that is profoundly troubling. Democrats on the House Oversight Committee have released emails, not rumors, not speculation, emails correspondence from the estate of Jeffrey Epstein, a man whose name is now synonymous with the darkest kind of depravity, the exploitation of the vulnerable, the trafficking of children. These emails, we are told, contain allegations from Epstein himself, directed to his associates, including Ghislaine Maxwell. And these allegations are pointed, they are specific, and they land at the very doorstep of the White House. The emails allege that the current president, that Donald Trump, knew about the girls, that he was aware of what was happening, that he spent time with one of Epstein's victims. Now, let's be clear, in this country, you are innocent until proven guilty.
Now,
but we are not in a court of law.
That's not how he's
We
been
are in the court
handling
of
people.
public trust, and that trust is sacred. It is the bedrock of our democracy. So when information this serious comes to light, it cannot be brushed aside. It cannot be treated as just another gotcha moment in our divided politics. This isn't about red versus blue. This is about right versus wrong. It's about the fundamental question of character. It's about protecting our children. And yet, what has been the immediate response from the White House? From the president himself, we are told this is a hoax, that this is a smear, a fake narrative designed by political opponents to distract from other issues. This is the part that should trouble us all, regardless of who you voted for, the immediate pivot to politics. The reflex to attack the source rather than to grapple with the substance, to label documented evidence, emails from the source, as a hoax is to tell the American people the truth doesn't matter. It's an attempt to fog the air, to confuse, to make us cynical, to make us believe that nothing is true.
Well, nothing
And
is
so
true with
nothing
him.
matters. But this does matter. The safety of young women matters. The integrity of the presidency matters. The truth matters. This is why we are here. This is why this conversation is so necessary even when it's painful. We have to be willing to talk about these things openly and honestly. And that is what this channel, what this community is for. We are not going to shy away from the hard truths. We are not going to accept distractions. We are going to look at the facts, and we are going to ask the hard questions. If you believe in that, if you believe that these conversations are essential for the health of our republic, then I need you to do something right now. I need you to subscribe to this channel. They are a sign that the truth is uncomfortable. They are a sign that some people would rather live in the fog of distraction than face the hard light of reality. People who truly love this country, who care about its future, who care about the truth, they engage with the ideas. They don't try to silence the conversation by claiming it isn't real. So let's show them. Let's show them that we are serious, that we are here to talk about what matters. The people who type those things are telling you very clearly that they are not interested in the truth. They're not interested in accountability, they're interested in division, and they are interested in deflection. We deserve better than that. You deserve better than that. So let's begin. Let's look deeper.
Hey, Dot again.
Because
I
this
don't know
isn't
why
just
anybody
about one
with common
email.
sense with
It's
both of
about
them.
a
I don't
pattern.
either.
It's about what we are willing to accept.
I don't know what anybody expected.
And it's about what we must together demand.
I don't know.
This word,
He's a
hoax.
convicted felon.
We have heard it before, haven't we? We hear it so
And
often
all he's
now that
ever
it's
done
easy
was
to just
make-
let it wash over us.
He's a con
to let
artist.
it become noise. But we can't. We have to
So
stop
that
and
means
think
that they
about what
wanted
that
him
word
to
really
con
means,
us
what it's designed to do when someone empowers,
and get away with it.
especially the president calls a serious investigation.
But good morning, Dot
documented
again.
emails,
Afternoon.
they coax. They are not just saying I am innocent. They are not just saying this isn't true. They are doing something much more corrosive. They are telling you that the people asking the questions are liars. They are saying that the checks, balances we built into our system, like a House committee doing its job of oversight, are not real. They are saying it's all a smear, it's a fake narrative. They're telling you, the American people, that your concerns are not real, that your questions are not valid, that you are simply being tricked by their enemies. This is a playbook. It is a pattern we have seen again and again. Whenever a hard question is asked, whenever uncomfortable facts come to light from any corner, the response is not to engage with the facts. It is not to provide clarity. It is not to say, let's find out what happened, because the American people deserve to know the truth. No, the playbook is to immediately attack, to deflect, to call it all a hoax. The goal is to muddy the waters, to make everything so confusing, so filled with anger and suspicion that people just get tired, they get exhausted. And that is where the danger lies.
And say,
when
get
people
over it.
Exhausted,
Move
they
on.
Get cynical.
Oh, no, we're not
they
moving
start
on.
to believe that nothing is true.
Because they'll continue to
That
do
everyone
it.
is lying. That the truth is just something that powerful people make up to suit their own needs. And when a country gets to that point, when we lose faith in the very possibility of truth, then accountability dies. If nothing is true, then how can anyone be held responsible for anything? If every serious charge is just a hoax, then we are adrift. We are living in a world where only power matters, where the only thing that counts is who can shout the loudest, who can be the most outrageous, and who can convince you to stop trusting your own eyes and your own ears. Think about this specific case. We are talking about Jeffrey Epstein. We are talking about the abuse, the exploitation, the trafficking of young women, of girls. This is not a game. This is not a political football. This is a profound human tragedy. It is a story of evil. The victims of this man, the survivors, they have been screaming for justice for years.
Wow.
Download the Hardee's app and join my rewards
For
right now.
years.
Buy 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders. Get 3
And
free.
watching them last night was just, oh my
They have been
goodness.
fighting to be heard. They have been fighting for all the powerful people who were involved, who looked the other way, who enabled this to be held accountable. And so when new evidence surfaces, when emails from Epstein himself allege that the current president knew, the response, the only acceptable response from the leader of the free world, must be to take it seriously. The response cannot be to just wave it away as fake. These victims, these survivors, they deserve so much better than that. The
Absolutely.
American people deserve better than that. You deserve a leader who meets this moment with seriousness, with sobriety, and with a commitment to the truth. You deserve to be treated like citizens, not like an audience for a reality show. This is the very thing we are trying to do here. We are pushing back against that cynicism. We are refusing to be exhausted. And we will not be distracted by those who want to change the subject, the people who will come into our comments and try to derail this serious conversation with silly claims, with names, by saying this isn't real or it's just AI. They are playing the exact same game. It is the hoax strategy in miniature. Don't look at the truth. Don't engage with the ideas. Just try to discredit the person speaking. We see it. We see it clearly, and it will not work. We are here to talk about what matters. This isn't just about one set of emails or one day's news. This is about a culture of leadership that we are seeing every single day. And we have to ask ourselves, is this who we are? Is this what we want? When the first instinct of our leaders is not empathy, not seriousness,
Facts.
not a desire for truth, but instead anger, deflection, pointing fingers. Look at the political figures involved. We have the Democratic ranking member, Robert Garcia, who released the emails as part of his committee's job. This is what oversight is. It's in the Constitution. It's the job of Congress to ask hard questions of the executive branch. That is not a smear. That is democracy. That is how our system is designed to work. It's meant to keep power in check. And then we have the White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt. Her job is to speak for the administration. And her words were that this is a fake narrative. Think about that. The job of a press secretary should be to provide information to the public to build trust. But here, the job is to build a wall, to tell the American people, don't look over here. The thing you are seeing, the thing you are reading about, it's not real. It's fake. This is a very dangerous path for a country to walk when the government tells you not to trust the very mechanisms of government, like a congressional committee. Then where do we turn? Who are we supposed to believe? This is how division works. This is the seed of it. They want you to believe that half of your government...
You're not a black god. Oh, says who, RM? What color are you? I mean, where you coming in on that you're not a black god? And you not a white one either. God is black. And we are chosen. And if you're not black, you got our DNA in you. So what you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, RM? You a hater. You a hater. You a hater. You come in on hate. And you don't even know we superior. Huh? You don't even know we are superior. You come from us. You little bit. We big. We big bit. We first. You understand? God is first. But you come from us. Yeah. You better learn your history. You better stop believing that whitewash. You can't get brown, you can't get black, you can't get bronze out of white, but you can damn sure get white out of black. You understand? Every color in the Crayola box you can get from black. We own this. That's why we chosen. That's why y'all mad. That's why y'all have to rewrite shit. Cause y'all wasn't shit. You understand? We ain't rewrote nothing. Cause we didn't have to. Cause we are superior. Yeah, when we discovered America, we came with gold. You better do your research. You better stop believing the hype. Yeah. You better call Siri. You better call CPT. Yeah, you better go and learn your history before you come over here thinking you finna say something insulting. And just in case you want to say the N-word, again, you came from us. So if we the N-word, that means you the N-word too. Yeah, you are offsprings, nigga. Yeah, and I'm talking to RM. You understand? Yeah. I'm going to put it in y'all face every time you come over here thinking you going to derail or deflect. I'm going to remind you, little boy, that you come from us. We are superior. That's why y'all despise us. We don't despise y'all. Y'all despise us. Our black is beautiful. You understand? We don't go in no tanning booth to get white. But y'all go in that tanning booth to get dark. Trying to put that bronze color. I guess that's why Trump chose orange, because it's the closest to bronze. You better go sit down somewhere. You better go sit down somewhere. Yeah. And go paint your face orange like your cult leader. Yeah, we don't have to. Yeah. It's God-given. And it's beautiful. That's why y'all want it. As I was. Carry on. Y'all, carry on. Did RM get a treatment? I'm going to remind y'all every time y'all come over here on that foolishness. Absolutely. Now go play somewhere. Go play somewhere safe. Now your feelings hurt. Yeah. Bye-bye. Let's go.
And by extension,
I hope you hit the like button before you got put out.
Of some giant conspiracy that they are all out to get the president. It makes for good television. It makes for angry rallies. It makes people click on angry articles. But it is poison to our public life.
It made people come over here talking about black ain't God.
It makes it impossible for us to solve any of our real problems. How can we talk about healthcare, jobs, or our kids' education when we are being told every day that we cannot even agree on a basic set of facts? When we are told that the people we disagree with are not just wrong, but that they are evil, that they are part of a hoax. We have to be better than this. We have to demand better than this. This isn't about agreeing on every policy. I've been in this town a long time. I know people disagree. That's fine. But we are supposed to be disagreeing about the best way to help the American people. We are not supposed to be disagreeing about whether facts are real. We are not supposed to be disagreeing about whether the abuse of children is a serious matter when an administration's only response to a charge this grave, a charge that touches on the safety of children, is to call it a hoax They are not just failing, they are failing a test of basic human decency. They are telling the world, and more importantly, they are telling the survivors of this kind of unspeakable abuse that their pain is just a political tool, that their search for justice is just an annoyance, a fake narrative. That's why this conversation we're having is so important. And that's why the people who try to stop it, the ones who will come here and lead those comments, it's AI, it's fake. They are doing that same exact thing. They are trying to turn a serious issue into a joke. They are trying to tell you that your concern isn't real, that this conversation isn't real. They are, in their own small way, helping the very people who want to hide the truth. They are helping the people who want you to be cynical and tired. Don't let them win. Don't let them change the subject.
Nope.
We are here to talk about our country, and that is exactly what we are going to do. Let's talk about what this does to us as a people, to our spirit. When we wake up every day to a new fight, a new accusation, a new denial, it wears us down. It is meant to. It's a kind of chaos. And in that chaos, it becomes very hard to see clearly. It's like being in a room where everyone is shouting. After a while, you just want to cover your ears. You want to tune it all out. You just want to go about your day, take care of your family, go to your job, and hope it all just goes away. I understand that feeling, I really do. But the problem is, it doesn't go away. The problems we face as a country, they don't get solved by us.
Hi, Noble.
They get worse. The division gets deeper.
Noble, who you talking about treason? High treason. Who you talking about? What you talking about? Put a name on it. What you talking about? You talking about Trump? I just need to make sure we on the same page. You talking about Trump? And did you hit the like button before you made that comment? Noble, Victory. What you talking about? Who you talking about? Hurry up now. You derailing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, bye. You know, y'all some of the scariest people. You know, y'all put a generic comment out there so it could be for anybody. Yeah, because you don't want to. They go there whitewashing again. Y'all so scary to man up and say something because I'm going to put you out regardless because you ain't clear. Yeah, you sneaky. Just like your cult leader. You sneaky. You do sneaky shit. And I'm going to catch it. And I'm going to put your sneaky ass out. Let's go. And hit the like button next time. Double tap the face of your screen. I needed 100 people. It's 290 people in here. And y'all coming in here and y'all not double tapping. I see you. I'm going to block you.
Expect from our leaders, they get lower and lower until we find ourselves in a place where we are actually debating whether allegations about a president's knowledge of a sex trafficking ring are serious or just a hoax. This is a new and very low place for us to be. We used to have a shared understanding, a baseline. We understood that the presidency, the office itself, was bigger than any one person.
I mean, it's not even the best job to have no more. It's a joke. It's a clown show. Since he been in office.
It was a symbol of our nation's dignity. It held a sacred trust. A president was supposed to be, at a minimum, a person of good character.
Oh, no.
A person we could look to in times of crisis. a person who we
That's
believe
why he
would
never
at
should have
least
been
try
in
to do the right
office.
thing, even if we disagreed with their politics. We didn't always get it right, but that was the goal. That was the standard we aimed for. Now that standard is under attack. Not just by
Yeah, I
one.
mean, because anybody can get out of jail and go apply now. Anybody can apply for the position now. It's nothing moral. It don't have anything to do about prestige. It's just, it's bombish. Bombish. Low life. PDFers. It's ridiculous. And he dumb. It'd be different if he was smart. I mean, it would make really a big difference to me, but at least we can say, okay, he's extremely, you can't say nothing good about him other than he is a con artist. He lies and manipulates. He play with numbers. He play on people's weakness. He want to screw his own daughter. That's why it's hard for me to process any of those victims voting for him. But for what? Even if he wasn't the one who abused you or violated you. He was friends with him and he wants to screw his daughter. He came onto Paris Hilton at 12. Who does that? Where did you see goodness in him? Believability in him? Where? I'm not trying to come down hard on the victims, but where they get that at? And you based it on what? Because he said that he was going to release the files and you believed him. But he's lied about everything else. He has no empathy about nothing else. He hadn't proved himself on nothing else. And again, help me understand, why would you believe him? Every person who has been victimized, have been lied to, have been told, been sold a damn dream. Every victim was told one thing to lure them, and then they flipped the script. So you got victimized again. You were lured again for a PDF filer to get what he or she wanted. You failed the test again. So to me, and I know I can be a little hard, to me, another predator can lure you as an adult. You don't have no red flag warning signs. You don't have warning signs. You your gut, you need to drink some clothes. The parasite's eating your gut up. I don't know, because your gut feeling ain't good. You believe anything. And I am sorry to say this, but that is how victims get lured. And you got lured. We got to wake up. You got to wake up. I mean, I just suggest, oh girl, stop telling people that she voted for him. When you voted for him, you knew he have had previously a friendship with him. How could you vote for somebody who was friends with the person who victimized you? Where they do that at? Who are your people? Who are your family? How can you justify that he was best friends with the person who victimized you? We going harder in the paint for you than you going harder in the paint for yourself. You gotta wake up. There's no way in the world you should vote for anybody who is affiliated and associated with Epstein. But I'm gonna move on. I mean, it's just hard for me to process that. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know, I still have empathy, but I cannot process that. That means that she will fall for that banana in the tailpipe again, and that is scary. Cause I know she's a grown woman, but that proves to me that she's still that little girl in the head. She's still that little 12, 13, 14-year-old teenager in the head. And this is why we can't give up. Because that little girl still haven't healed. She's still hoping somebody come and rescue her. That maybe one day I'll wake up and that dream will come true. And it's okay to dream, but don't expect for your savior to be a best friend of the person who victimized you. They were a team. They played off of one another. Both knew what the other one was doing. They were best friends. Let me move on, man. This is
person, but by a whole way of doing politics, a way that says winning is everything, that says that's us. Whatever you can get people to believe that says being loud is the same as being strong.
Hey, Clarinetta.
That says
hey to anybody that came in.
Showing empathy is a weakness. That says the only people who matter are the people who agree with you, and everyone else is an enemy. This is not the America I know. This is not the America you deserve. You deserve leaders who want to unite us, not divide us. You deserve leaders who run on their ideas, not on their insults. You deserve leaders who, when faced with something as dark and as painful as the crimes of Jeffrey Epstein, would respond with universal horror and a promise to get to the bottom of it, no matter who is involved.
Hey, James.
You do not deserve leaders
The
who
tea is
see that
hot.
horror, see those victims, and see only a chance to score political points, to call their opponents names, to blame the other side. That is why what we are doing here in this community is an act of hope. It's an act of resistance against that cynicism. We are saying, no, we will not tune out, we will not get tired, we will not accept this as normal. And we will not be bullied into silence, not by the people in power and not by the people in the comments section who try to tear us down. The people who type, it's AI or this is fake, they are part of that culture of cynicism. They are the shouters in the room. They want you to cover your ears. They want you to give up. They want you to believe that nothing is real, and so nothing is worth fighting for. How wrong they are. Look at us. We are here. We are listening. We are thinking. We are talking. We know this is real. We know our country is real. We know our future is real. And we know deep in our bones that we deserve better than this. We are proving them wrong right now just by being here together. Now, I understand that in our country today, the reaction to this news is divided. The user's prompt, or rather, the reports, they tell us that people are reacting along political lines. On one side, there is anger. There is suspicion. There is a feeling that this is proof of something people have worried about for a long time. There is a hope that this finally will lead to some accountability, that all the files will be opened, that the truth, the whole truth will come out. And then on the other side, there's also anger, but it's a different kind. It's a defensive anger. It's the feeling that this is just a smear, a political attack, that it's all a hoax. This is exactly what the White House has said. Let's think about this divide.
This holiday season, every macro bar is more than just a snack. It's a gift to your...
It is in itself a symptom of the sickness we are living with. It's the result of that playbook we just talked about, the playbook of us versus them. The playbook that says, if you are with me, you must believe everything I say. And if you are against me, you are an enemy. This playbook has been so successful that it has torn our country in two. It has made it so that we can't even look at the same set of facts. In this case, mails from Jeffrey Epstein, and agree that they are at a minimum deeply disturbing and worthy of a serious, non-political investigation. Instead, we are forced to pick a side. Are you on the it's a cover-up side or the it's a hoax side? This is the trap. And it's a trap that has been set for us very deliberately. It wants us to fight each other, because as long as we are fighting each other, we are not looking up. We are not united as one people demanding accountability from those in power, all of them. We are better than this. We have to be. We have to be able to look at a story that involves the possible exploitation of children and the possible knowledge of a president and say together, this is not about Democrats or Republicans. This is about protecting the innocent. This is about the honor of the office. This is about the rule of law. The people who want you to see this as just another political food fight, they are doing you a great disservice. They are underestimating you. They are treating you like you can't handle the truth. They are treating you like you are not a citizen, but just a member of a team, a fan in the stands. And the people who come into our spaces, our conversations, right here in the comments, try to break it all down. The ones who type it's all fake, it's just AI, this isn't real. They are, whether they know it or not, doing that exact same work. They are helping the trap. They are taking a serious moment, a moment where citizens are trying to connect and understand, and they are trying to turn it into a joke. They are trying to make it fake. They are, in effect, joining the chorus of hopes. They are telling you your concern is not real. This conversation is not real. Nothing is real. This is how they win. This is how cynicism wins. By making you feel like your voice doesn't matter, by making you feel like the truth is impossible to find. We cannot let that happen. We are here in this community to draw a line to say, no, we will not be divided. We will not be distracted. And we will not be told that our search for truth is fake. Now, for many people, this news, it isn't so much a surprise. It is more of a sad, heavy feeling of confirmation. For years, there have been questions. For years, there have been whispers and pictures. And for years, people were told, oh, that was just a long time ago. They just knew each other. It was just parties. And many people, perhaps, they wanted to believe that it's an uncomfortable, ugly thing to think about, but these new emails, they are different. This isn't just a picture. This is an allegation. reportedly from Epstein himself, with the words, of course he knew, this changes things, it brings the darkness, the rot of this whole affair, and it places it right at the center of our government. This is not some old story. This is a new raw wound, and so we have to look at the response from the administration. The response is to say that this new specific documented allegation.
What's down there? For ages, man could only wonder. Until 1957, when a man named Carl Lorentz used World War II sonar to invent the first portable fish finder, and a company of fishermen, pioneers of underwater intelligence. We're still leading the way nearly 70 years deep. At Lorentz, we make more than marine electronics. We make fishing.
Is just a hoax meant to deflect, they say, from other issues, like the government shutdown that was causing real pain for real families. Think about that. Think about the layers of confusion there. It's a tactic of chaos. It's to create so many fires, so many arguments, so many problems that you, the American citizen, don't know where to look. You have a government shutdown, hurting people's paychecks. You have these dark allegations coming from a congressional committee, and the White House response is to point the two things at each other. They say the allegations are a distraction from the shutdown, and they treat the shutdown as just another political fight. It is all designed to make you feel overwhelmed, to make you feel like the problems are too big. The truth is too hidden, and the fighting will just never, ever stop. The goal is to make you turn away, to make you say, I can't take it anymore. This is how they hollow out our democracy from the inside, by making us the people so tired and so cynical that we just let it all happen. We just give up. We let the standards fall. We stop demanding accountability. We stop believing that we deserve better. And this is why I have to keep coming back to this. The people who come here to this space where we are trying to have a serious conversation, and they type those things. It's not real, it's AI. They are part of this same tactic. Whether they know it or not, they are helping the chaos. They are doing the work of those who want you to be overwhelmed. They are trying to be one more fire, one more distraction. They are trying to tell you, don't look here. Don't trust this. Give up. But we know better. A person who loves this country, a person who is looking for the truth. They don't try to shut down a conversation. They join it. They bring their ideas. They bring their passion. They don't just try to burn the whole room down by yelling fake. We them. We know what they're doing, and we're not going to let them win. We are going to stay right here. We are going to stay focused, because this is too important. This pattern, this reflex to just shout hoax at anything that is uncomfortable. It is not just about this one set of emails. We have seen this before. We see it all the time. When there are serious questions about conflicts of interest, when there are questions about relationships with foreign governments, when our own intelligence agencies present facts that are inconvenient, when scientists warn us about the future of our planet, when the free press, a pillar of our democracy, does its job and asks tough questions, what is the answer we hear again and again? Hoax, fake news, enemy of the people. Think about what that does to our country. Think about what that does to you. It's like trying to build a house on quicksand. There is no solid ground. If the person who holds the highest, most sacred trust in the land tells you every single day that you cannot trust anything, that you can't trust the news, you can't trust Congress, you can't trust the courts, you can't trust our intelligence officers, then what is left? All that is left is confusion. All that is left is anger. And all that is left is loyalty. Not to the country, not to the Constitution, but loyalty to one man. This is not how our democracy is supposed to work. This is not what we are. We are a nation of laws. We are a nation built on truth. We are a people who are supposed to be able to have difficult conversations. We are supposed to be able to face our problems, even the ugliest ones, together. We deserve better than this. You deserve a president whose first thought, when hearing about allegations of child abuse, is not about himself, not about how it looks, not about how to spin it. You deserve a president whose first thought is for the victims, whose first response is, this is horrible. We must get to the bottom of this. We must have a full, fair, and thorough investigation. Anyone, and I mean anyone who was involved, must be brought to justice.
Everybody.
That is what leadership is. That is what decency is.
Republican, Democrat.
It is not what we are getting. Instead, we get a wall of denial, a wall of anger, a wall that says, I am the only victim here. And this is why this conversation, the one we are having right now, is so important. And it is why the people who try to stop it are so revealing. The people who come here and type fake, it's AI, they are just like the people who shout popes. They do not want to talk about the substance. They do not want to talk about the victims. They do not want to talk about the failure of leadership. They want to change the subject. They want to make you feel confused. They want you to think this isn't real. So you'll go back to being tired and cynical. They are telling you with their own words that they are not serious people. They are telling you they don't care about the truth. They are telling you they are scared of this conversation, and they should be, because this conversation and millions more like it is how things begin to change. It is how the light gets in. Let's talk about what America is supposed to be. Let's just, for a moment, put all this ugliness to the side and let's remember what we tell our children. We tell them to tell the truth.
And the truth is going to set you free. That's what we tell them.
We tell them to be kind.
Tell the
We
truth,
tell them
shame
to
the
stand
devil.
up for people who are being bullied. We tell them that character matters, that decency matters. We tell them that leadership isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about being the person who listens, who helps.
Okay, then leave, Carol.
That is.
Then leave. Thumbs down to you. Yeah, you like a pickle sucker. Yeah. Let Trump go play with your kids. Go spend the night spend the weekend at the White House. Yeah. And let him continue to brainwash you. Yeah. Thumbs down to you for being dumb.
The America we all carry around in our hearts, that is the country we want to be. And then we look at the world we are living in. We look at the news and we see a government where these basic values, the ones we teach our kids at the kitchen table, are treated like a joke. They're seen as weakness. We see a culture right from the top that says, no, the only thing that matters is winning. The only thing that matters is power. The only thing that matters is us versus them. What we are seeing with this story, the immediate, angry, defensive reaction of hoax. It is the opposite of decency. It is the opposite of responsibility. It is a failure of that most basic duty, the duty of a leader to care for all the people, not just their own political fortunes. It is a failure to see that some things are above politics. And I am telling you, the safety of our children, the integrity of our highest office, the very idea of truth, those things must be above politics.
So that means he don't teach that. So that means that, you know, his kids don't have the right concept, integrity, because that's not something he would teach. He wouldn't teach, you know, tell the truth and shame the devil. He teach lie. Lie to get any and everything you want. Be deceitful. dishonest, evil, cruel, don't have no empathy, don't care nothing about none of them, just long as you rise to the top and get what you want by any means necessary. That's what he teaches kids, cause that's all he know. You can't know better and not teach better.
This is the sickness that we have to face. We are in a moment where telling the truth is seen as a betrayal, where asking questions is seen as an attack, where the people who are supposed to be serving us, the American people, are spending all their time and all their energy just serving themselves, just protecting their own power. They want you to believe that this is normal. They want you to believe this is just the lying, so used to the anger, so used to the chaos, that you just give up, that you accept this broken, cynical version of our country. And that is the most heartbreaking part of it all. This culture of, it's all a hoax, nothing is true. It filters down. It poisons everything. It's why we can't have serious conversations. It's why this very community, this space we are trying to build to talk about these things, it gets attacked. The people who come in here and type those silly things, it's AI, it's fake. They are a perfect, small...
It bothered us too that your employees weren't taking full advantage of their retirement plans, so Vanguard...
Example of this big, sad problem.
Please double
They've been
tap.
taught by this culture that it's easier to tear something down than to build it. It's easier to mock something than to understand it. They have been taught that being a cynic is the same as being smart. But we know better. We know that cynicism is easy. It is the laziest thing in the world. Hope is hard. Believing in truth is hard. Believing in our country, that is hard work. And that is the work we are here to do. We are not cynics. We are citizens. So what is the better approach? We know this isn't right. We feel it in our gut. So what is right? What should we expect? What do we deserve? The better approach is simple. It's not complicated. It's honesty. It's transparency. It's accountability. A better approach when faced with an allegation this serious is not to shout hoax. A better approach is to be quiet for a moment, to be serious, to be sober. A better approach is for a leader to stand before the American people and say, the things I am reading, the crimes of Jeffrey Epstein are a stain on our country. These new allegations are deeply disturbing, and I understand why you are concerned. So I pledge to you that my administration will be fully transparent. We will cooperate with any and all legitimate investigations. We will not hide. We will not attack. We will seek the truth wherever it leads, because the American people deserve nothing less. The victims deserve
What he mean by
nothing
that?
less.
Hold on.
A better approach when faced with an allegation this serious is not to shout hoax. A better approach is to be quiet for a moment, to be serious, to be sober. A better approach is for a leader to stand before the American people and say, the things I am reading, the crimes of Jeffrey Epstein are a stain on our country. These new allegations are deeply disturbing, and I understand why you are concerned. So I pledge to you that my administration will be fully transparent. We will cooperate with any and all legitimate investigations. We will not hide.
That's what
we
he
will
should
not
say.
attack. We will seek the truth wherever it leads, because the American people deserve nothing less. The victims deserve nothing less. That is the better approach. That is what leadership looks like. It is not about admitting guilt. It is about showing respect, respect for the office, respect for the people, respect for the rule of law, respect for the very idea of truth. It's about building trust, not tearing it down. It's about being an adult. It's about being a leader. And when we don't get that, when we get the opposite of that, when we get anger and deflection and a complete refusal to take anything seriously, it forces a choice on us, the citizens. It forces us to ask why. Why is the first...
I need to pause, y'all. I need for at least 100 people to just double tap the face of your screen if you're using your phone. It's 300 and some people. It was up to like 5. Just double tap the face of your phone if that's what you're listening on. Hit those 3 dots at the top right of your device and just hit the like for me. I would greatly appreciate it. We're going to pause until the likes go up. If I can get about 20 more people out, we can go ahead and end it out. Come on. It's real. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. You know. I'm not asking for a donation. I'm just asking for you to hit the like button. And if not, I can go ahead and end it if that's what y'all wanted. Because that's what that means to me. Trump has alleged that Obama office hid facts regarding Epstein. Hi, Ernest. Yeah. I mean, he always alleging that Obama's office did something. He wants everybody who had something negative to say about him or who exposed him to, before he leave, he wants to be able to cause havoc in their lives. I'm sorry. Even the ones that you think were the worst did better. Did better than what you did and is doing. It's just the bottom line. You're a poor excuse. And then on top of that, you are on the files all over it. You're in the documents more than anybody. Your name is in there more than anybody. Yeah. And you know that you introduced, now the people don't know just yet, but you know that you introduced him to the trafficking side of his sickness. You wait till the people find that out. Yeah, you think it's bad now. You know, the worst, I mean, right now, you were in Epstein's house with a young lady that name ain't came up. I mean, y'all could act like it's Virginia, but it said who name, it ain't been mentioned. Virginia says she saw you at Mar-a-Lago. I don't remember her saying that she interacted with you at Epstein's New York apartment house or whatever it is, brownstone. But you wait. You just wait. You little pickle eater, you. No, he not little. Yeah, you big pickle eater, you. You wait till they find out that the trafficking part of y'all workmanship, business, ship, yeah, that you introduced him to that trafficking part of it, because your grandpappy, this is my granddaddy. Yeah, your granddaddy had brothels. And what Paul, who was that undercover agent who went in for the feds to bust that ring in Colombia, what he was describing with the hotels and the real estate guy, you know, who was wanting to do deals and stuff with hotels was really a brothel. It looked like it's a 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, however many stars. Yeah, on the outside, on the golf course, like the best resort, you know, for the higher echelon freaks. And on the inside, it's a whole torture. It is a brothel. That's what he was describing. It's a brothel. And we know that your granddaddy, yeah, had a brothel. But when the gold rush hit, he didn't want to take his sorry ass in there and dig and shit and play with the for gold. So he built a resort, a hotel for them to go in and be able to come down and lay. And he had O's to entertain them because they was away for their wives. And that's how the Trump empire started. He had a brothel. Yeah, you wait till all your history come on out. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, you wait till that come out. You think you walking with your head down now. Yeah, you hoping that it ain't mentioned in them files. Yeah, but AunTeaFee done already did the research. I did that a long time ago. Yeah, that's how I knew that you was tied to them rappers and shit. Yeah, that's how I knew that you was a part. I was saying Illuminati. I ain't know. I mean, I knew it was some underground shit, but whoo, low. I had no idea. My mind just don't think like that. I was stuck on Illuminatis. I was stuck on RC or whatever that man's initial name that went and opened up this account for a secret society. I had no earthly idea that it was for human trafficking. Yeah. I had no earthly idea that y'all was sacrificing. Yeah. I had no earthly idea that y'all was worshiping some object and drinking blood. I had no idea. I was close. Yeah, but I just don't think like that. I ain't never been introduced to shit like that. Yeah, you wait. You wait till all the deep, dark secrets come out. You wait till, Bibi Netanyahu get real pissed off that you backdoored him. You let something go on in that West Bank with Qatar and watch and see don't he open another floodgate for you. Cause one thing is for sure, Epstein was sending shit to foreign places that you done bogus deals and shit with. You just wait. I can't wait. I done my research. I'm just moving at a smooth little pace. Let's go.
Instinct to attack. Why is the first instinct to call it a hoax? Why is there so much anger and so little seriousness? These are the questions we are supposed to
Cause
ask.
he dumb.
That is our job as citizens, and that is why we are here in this community. We are here to ask those questions.
Hey, Ernest.
We are here to talk about that better approach and to demand it. And the people who come here and try to stop this conversation, the people who type those words, it's AI, it's fake. They
But
are
the words are the
actively
truth.
and purposefully.
The words are the truth. The message is true.
If it's not listed on booking.com,
The message, don't judge the messenger, judge the message. Yeah.
Trying to stop us
Yeah.
from finding that better approach. They are not interested in honesty. They are not interested in accountability. They are interested in chaos. They are interested in making you give up. They are on the side of cynicism. They are, in their own small way, a part of the very problem we are trying to fix. They are telling you with those comments that they do not want a better America. They are happy with the anger. They are happy with the lies. We are not. We are here because we know this country. Our country can be so much better. We are here because we still believe in truth. And we are here because we are not going to be silent. And what is the cost of this? The cost of this constant noise, this constant fighting, this constant poke strategy. It is not just that we are divided, it is that we are losing our way. We are losing our ability to see each other. We are losing our shared sense of what is right and what is wrong. This is not a small thing. This is everything. This is the glue that holds a country together. It's the shared belief that at the end of the day, we are all Americans, that we all want what is best for the country, that we can trust our leaders, even when we disagree with them, to at least try to be honest. But when that trust is broken, every single day, as a strategy, people get hurt when a government shutdown is treated like a political game. Real families, real federal workers, they don't know how they're going to pay their bills. And when allegations about the sexual abuse of children are met with a hoax, smear the survivors of that abuse, they are hurt all over again. They are told once more by a powerful man that their pain is not real, that their truth is just an inconvenience. This is the real world damage. This is not a game. This is not a show. This is our country, and these are our fellow citizens. We are talking about a failure of empathy, a failure of leadership, a failure of basic human decency. And it is happening right out in the open every single day. We are told that this is strength, that this is fighting. No, it is not. It is noise. It is chaos. It is weakness. True strength is not found in how loud you can yell. True strength is found in your character. It is found in your ability to speak the truth, even when it is hard. It is found in your ability to take responsibility. It is found in your ability to care about people who are not like you, who did not vote for you, who may be powerless. And this is why those who try to shut down this conversation, the one we are having right now, are so misguided. The people who come here to this community and type those words, it's AI, it's fake. They are taking part in that same culture of tearing things down. They are telling you that this conversation, this
truth
search for is also a hoax. They are telling you that your desire for truth, for decency, is not real. They're telling you to be cynical, to give up.
Make fun.
What a sad, small way to look at the world. What a sad way to turn your back on your own country. on your fellow citizens. We are here together trying to do the hard work of being citizens. We are trying to build something, and they are just trying to break it. We see them, and we will not let them, this is all very painful. I don't enjoy having to talk about these things. I know you don't enjoy having to hear them. It is exhausting. We would all rather be talking about anything else. We'd rather be talking about how to build new schools, how to make healthcare better, how to make sure one job is enough. That is the real work of this country. But we can't. We can't get to that real work because we are stuck. We are stuck in this swamp of lies and anger and distraction. We are stuck because the people who are supposed to be leading us are spending all of their time,
and
all of
money,
their energy, just fighting, just
and
attacking,
money,
just trying to save themselves from the last fire, while starting 3 new ones.
right?
This is not leadership. This
And
is
stealing.
chaos, and it is a choice. The current administration chooses this. They choose to call things a hoax because it works for them. It keeps their base angry. It keeps the rest of us confused and tired. It stops us from ever being able to sit down and agree on a simple set of facts. And this is what I have to make sure you understand. This is the most important part. I look at what we are trying to do here in this community. We are trying to find our way back. We are
Right.
trying to have a real, honest, adult conversation about the state of our country. We are trying to find that shared reality, that solid ground, so we can start to build again. And what happens? What happens every single time?
Every single time.
Trying to move forward
Every
shouldn't
single
set you
time.
back. Every roll,
They
every move,
consistently
one
do
step
that.
forward, 2
Distract
steps back.
and lie.
One missed payment.
We can always count on that.
People come into our space. They come right here into the comments section below, and they type, "It's AI." They type,
So?
"This is fake." Do you see?
Your
do you see
president
what they are
real
doing?
and he
They're
fake.
doing the exact same thing. They are using
How about
the
that?
exact same playbook.
He real and he fake. He a real fake and a PDFer and a thief. Now what? He not telling you nothing that's sound, helpful, encouraging, truthful. So one is AI, that even in AI have your best interest at heart. Oh my God. And then you have a real pickle eating pervert that all he does is lie and steal and touch on young people, old people. He don't, boys and girls, he don't discriminate. He just a all around PDFer, Lester, thief and crook, who desires his own daughter, whom he told Larry King that he got a DNA test. He got his mouth swabbed. Yeah. Just to make sure his daughter was off the market. You lying to me. And a victim voted for that shit. I don't know what's wrong with us. I don't know what's wrong. How do you justify that? How do you campaign behind that? How do you come in saying good things about a person? Where they do that at? I mean, that's somebody really failed. But I ain't gonna beat that. Go
It's the
ahead.
people who are failing us. They are in their own small way.
Well, I know he
shouting
may not be
hoax. They
legal.
are trying to destroy
Everything about
this
him. That's
small
why he didn't want
space of
people to know
shared
he was
reality.
German.
We are trying to build.
His
Let me
his
be
grandmama.
very
Yeah,
clear.
no.
A person who does that, a person who sees their fellow citizens trying to have a serious conversation about the future
I
of
just
our
don't
country,
understand why he
about the
despised
safety of
them.
our children, about the very meaning of truth. And their only
And
contribution
he ain't
is to
legal.
try and tear
His
it down,
lineage
to
ain't.
call it fake. That person does not care about this country. That person does not care about the truth. They are so full of cynicism, so lost in the anger, that they would rather burn the house down than help fix a single window. They are telling you with their words.
But he's also said that he know he ain't nothing he can do to make it into heaven. He already know that. And that means to me he has no desire to even try to fix it with God. Okay, well go someplace else. Go someplace else, Kenna. Go someplace else. Get out. Bye. You're not welcome. You're not welcome. Yeah, he has no desire to get his life right with Christ. He says that there is nothing he can do. He absolutely is saying, I repent, I refuse to repent to God from all the wrong things I've done. Because he don't even want to confess his sins. He don't want, I mean, he want to take it to hell with him. He does not even want to confess his sins and ask God to forgive him for all the evil things that he has done. Because even in all of his sins, God was still forgiven. Now he gonna die, but we talking about forgiveness. Bible says that there's only one sin that is not forgivable, and that is to blaspheme against the Holy Spirit. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Janet. I keep telling you that I'm not surprised. I've done a lot of research on that. I'm not surprised. But even with that, because so much stuff is whitewashed, you know, he may not have a birth certificate. I am not surprised. I would not be surprised. I've heard that before. But whether it's true or not, his mama, his grandmother, and his mama, and on both his daddy and his family came over illegally. So he is considered by lineage, by his rules, illegal. I know that what you're saying is a rumor, but I'm saying the facts is they came over illegally. That's a fact. Yeah.
That they have given up on America. They have given up on the truth. We have not. We will not. We are here precisely because we do love this country. We are here because we do care about the truth. So when you see those comments, you know exactly what you are looking at. You are looking at the problem. You are looking at the very cynicism. We are here to fight. Do not let them win. Do not let them change the subject. We are here for a reason. We are here because we believe we deserve better. And we are going to keep talking about it. Think about this. The administration says
Ted
this is all
Cruz
a
is trying.
hoax
I mean, that may be a
to
lie.
deflect from other issues, like the government
That may be a lie.
shutdown. So let's look at that. A government shutdown is not a gain. It means real people, our neighbors, our friends, people who serve our country. They don't get a paycheck. They have to worry about rent. They have to worry about groceries. It is a real world crisis caused by a failure of leaders to do their most basic job, keep the government running. And so the White House response is to say that this serious allegation about the president's knowledge of a criminal ring is just a distraction from that. a crisis that they themselves were a part of. Do you see the game? It is a shell game. It is designed to keep you confused, to keep your head spinning. Look over here. No, look over here.
Right.
It's a storm of chaos. And in that storm, the only thing that matters, the only thing that's clear, is the person in the middle shouting. This is not an accident. This is a strategy. The strategy is to make you so tired.
You were made for the pharmacy world. At University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy,
So worn out by the constant fighting, the constant crises that you just check out, you just give up. You say they're all as bad as each other. It doesn't matter. I can't change it. And that is when they win. That is when democracy fails. When the good people, the decent people, the busy people, when we just get too tired to care. We cannot let that happen. We have to care. We have to see this for what it is. It is a failure to govern. It is a failure to lead. It is a failure to even try to be the one thing a president is supposed to be, the president of all the people, not just the people who chant your name. We deserve better. We deserve a government that is not a constant three-ring circus. We deserve leaders who are serious people, who do their homework, who tell the truth, who don't spend all day on Twitter, but who spend their time thinking about you, thinking about your family, thinking about your future. And that is why the people who come here to this community and try to break it, the people who type those words, it's AI, it's fake. They are so damaging. They are doing the exact work of the chaos agents. They are in their own small way helping to make you tired, helping to make you cynical. They're telling you, don't bother, this isn't real. Nothing is real. Give up. What a sad, sad thing to see your country facing real problems, to see people trying to talk about them and to just walk by and throw mud to try and poison the one well where people are trying to find clean water.
James,
it tells you everything you need.
James, we know that. You late. So what's your point? What he's saying is true though. I mean, so what's your point? He just talked about you. You didn't hear him? So you worried about if it's AI or not, and you missing the message. But you will campaign behind a loser who likes eating and sucking on Bubba's pickle that lie and steal in front of you in real life. So what's your stupid point, James Fulton? What's your point, dumbass? Get your ass up out of here. You don't have a point. You just slow.
To know about them. It tells you they are not serious. It tells you they have already given up. We have not. So let's be very clear about the two paths in front of us. On one path, there is the noise, the anger, the hawks, the smear, the fake narrative, the path of constant fighting where nothing is true. And the only thing that matters is loyalty to
in real
side.
life.
This is the
in
path
real life, nothing is true. And we are supposed to not listen to sound advice because someone chose to use AI. Really? But he sit up and lie, change the narrative 3 or 4 times, and y'all sit there and believe it and campaign and repeat the stupid shit he says each time. It blows my mind how slow the American people have become. Somebody can steal, and he has said that he could unalive somebody on Fifth Avenue right in front of you, and you will swear for God that he didn't do it. Yeah. And just to know he got that much control over some simple-minded ass people. That blow my mind. Your mom and daddy failed you, and people get mad when I talk about people's parents. Well, hell, who else taught you the big? I mean, huh? Either they taught you this, or they didn't teach you enough. They failed you. I don't have to know your parents to know. They didn't prepare you. If somebody could sit before you, you see them do it, and you lie. And then you run, go tell a lie to everybody. Like you saw somebody else do it. Just so that you won't have to say he did it. He got y'all brainwashed, and he knows it. This is probably the first time that he done been bucked. Stood up to. You don't care what you say. We know you a lie. And we know you in them files. And we know that you touched kids. You are an apist. And we gonna call it what it is. You do not get a pass. I don't care who you are. Left, right, red, blue, black, white. I don't care nothing about male, female. I don't care about none of that. None of that. We are not making excuses for PDFers. Because the more y'all make excuses for them, the more they victimize. Period. I don't care if it's AI or not. It's sound advice. It's the truth. And the truth will set you free.
And it is a path that is leading us to a very dark place. It's a path that leaves us divided and tired and unable to solve our real problems. And then there is another path. It's a quieter path. It is a harder path. It is the path of truth. It is the path of decency. It is the path of accountability. It is the path that says we are better than this. It's the path that says when we are talking about the abuse of children, we will not turn it into a political circus. We will not try to score points. We will stop and we will listen. And we will seek justice, no matter how high it leads. That is the America.
No matter how high it leads.
That is what we deserve. The current administration, with its words, with its actions, with its immediate reflex to shout hoax. They have chosen their path. They have told you very clearly that they are on the path of noise, the path of division. But what about us? What path will we choose? This is the question. And that is why this community is so very important. We are here, you and I, trying to carve out a little piece of that other path, the path of seriousness, the path of decency. And the people who come here, the people who look at what we are building and their only thought is to come into the comments and type it's AI or it's fake. They are so lost. It's truly sad. They have been living in the noise for so long. They've been told hoax and fake news so many times that they have actually started to believe it. They have been taught by this culture that nothing is real, that truth doesn't even exist. They are the casualties of this war on truth. They have become so cynical that they can't even recognize a real conversation when they see one. They see people trying to find the truth, and their first instinct, the only instinct they have left, is to tear it down, to call it fake. Because in their world, everything is fake.
Absolutely.
This is what the current leadership has done to our country. It has created a generation of cynics, people who don't believe in anything, and so they just mock everything. People who don't love their country enough to even want to find the truth. We have to prove them wrong. We have to show them that the truth is real, that our country is real, and that we are not going to give up on it. So this is where we are. We are a great country, a powerful country, a good country, but we are living in a moment of great sickness, a sickness of the spirit, a sickness of truth. And the people who are in
Sickness of the
charge,
spirit.
the
Absolutely.
people in the White House, they are not trying to heal us. They are not trying to bring us together.
Behind the scenes of the music
Absolutely.
festival, when we're moving around, we need the pockets, we need the stretch factor, we need steel toes on our.
They are with this
You right, a U.S.
hoax
citizen
talk,
channel.
with this anger. They are feeding the sickness. They are telling us to hate each other. They are telling us that the truth is a lie. And they are doing it, in this case, by standing on the graves of victims, by looking at a story of profound, dark human evil. The abuse of children. And they are trying to use it. They are using it as a shield. They are using it as a weapon. They are using it to distract from their own failures. This is the very bottom.
Bottom line, that's what
This
it
is
is.
as low as our public life can get, to take the pain of survivors and to twist it into a political hoax. It is a failure of leadership. It is a failure of character. And it is a
Absolutely.
failure of simple human decency. We must be better than this, and this is why I'm talking to you today, because I still believe in this country.
Whether it's
I still
AI or
believe in
not.
it. I believe that when you see this, when you see clearly what is happening, you will reject it. You will stand up and you will say, no, not in our name. We are better than this. This is the choice we have. We can fall into that dark hole of cynicism. We can become like those people, come here to this place of honest talk and just try to tear it down. The people who type it's AI, it's fake. Think about how sad that is. They have been so poisoned by the hoax culture that they cannot see reality anymore. They cannot see a group of their fellow Americans trying to find a better way. They have given up. They have surrendered. They are in their own sad way telling you that they have given up on this country, that they do not believe the truth is even worth looking for. When you see them, feel sorry for them, but do not ever let them win. Do not let them stop this conversation. Do not let their cynicism infect you. They have made their choice. They have chosen to give up. But we are going to make a different choice. We are going to choose hope. We are going to choose truth. We are going to choose the hard work of being citizens. We are going to choose to believe in this country and in each other enough to save it. So this is where I leave you for today. But this is not the end.
Looking for a new
It's
home?
not the
Just
end.
search it how you
Okay,
say
y'all,
it.
before we
Realtor.com
go, let me hear this. Hold on. Let me hear him.
changed the way you search for homes. So you just
Over
say
here.
what you
Hold on. Oh,
This is the beginning.
go ahead.
This is the beginning of us together deciding that we have had enough. We have had enough of the noise. We have had enough of the anger. We have had enough of the lies, the hoaxes, the smears, and the fake narratives. We have had enough of leaders who failed to lead. We have had enough of a culture that tells us to be cynical, to be tired, and to give up. We are in this community making a different choice. We are choosing to be engaged. We are choosing to believe in the truth. We are choosing to believe in decency. We are choosing to believe in America, in the idea of America, the one that lives in our hearts, the one we teach our children about. The path ahead is not easy. It will be hard, but we will walk it together. We will keep having these conversations, even when they are painful. We will keep asking the hard questions. We will keep
Cause
demanding
that CAT scan
accountability.
is telling him,
We will keep
aloha
pushing
kitty.
back against the cynicism. And to the people who will come here after I am done to this comment section and who will write those words, it's AI, it's fake. I want to thank you. I
Okay.
want to.
Yeah, let me go over here. Let's hear this before I go. Yeah, he going to that Reed Hospital. I can't think of the name. I just showed it earlier. And he said they gave him his IQ test.
Thank you for proving my point
And
so
this is the
perfectly.
hospital coming off of that MRI. The hospital don't give you your test scores. Yeah. So I guess he got his test scores from his dementia back. They lied to the grand jury. What?
The James Comey criminal case just blew up in Donald Trump's
Oh
face,
yeah, I knew that.
as we expected.
Yeah, I knew that. That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah. He got the results back from his mental failings, dementia, and he's saying that the doctor they gave him his test results. I mean his IQ test. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's still slow. Let's listen to this before we go. Yeah, can y'all hit the
really notice it?
Can you hit the like button for me, please? Just double tap the face of your screen. We're almost finished. I'm 2 hours and 16 minutes in. I got some work I gotta do. I gotta get back to life. Back to reality. I mean, this is my reality too. You understand? What is it saying? Meet the White House. But let me hear what they're saying. It says Trump forgot he was president as handler rushed to save him. You know, I gotta entertain this. You know, this is what happens when you suck on Bubba's Pallywhacker. You don't know hell what was in that juice you suck. I mean that you swallow. Oh my God! I gotta change the picture. I'm back to talking about the headhunter. Boy, you was sucking on pickles and you was sucking on mics. Boy, I tell you, you are some piece of work. Yeah, who taught you your skills though? Huh? Who did you practice on? I mean, you so demented. Ooh, wee. Yeah, you some type of freak. Let's go.
Donald Trump is in clear and obvious cognitive decline, and while the mainstream media refuses to give any real coverage to that fact, there is one person who is consistently begging them to with what he says every day, and that's Donald Trump, who is now outwardly talking about his decline and showed the best example, or maybe worse, of the fact that his brain is made of pudding today, forgetting who the president is. Yes, Donald Trump has lost his mind now more than ever, and he forgetting who the president is. Yes,
he forgot who he was.
Has lost his mind now more than ever, and he is losing it over a blow to his term, which is blowing up.
You forgot who you was
and sinking everything. We are going to get into what is just such a delicious story. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this and subscribe button, because it goes along. This example of Trump just showing off his cognitive decline. I want to start with Fox being forced to cover it in a clip that if you haven't seen already, oh boy, you're going to love.
Eve, because you're anything but. All right, so I do have a question. I tried to get an answer out of you on radio. Okay, the question is, when did you notice Joe Biden's cognitive decline? And don't change the subject and deflect. When did you really notice it?
Well, I think it was through all of the times that Donald Trump has fallen asleep in public and talked about, magnets getting wet in the last few,
magnets getting wet.
So I recognize it. And
this is not, it's a very good deflection. You're a professional.
You know what else is great about Biden's decline is that Trump is all over the Epstein files. And I'm wondering if Trump has fallen asleep in public and talked about.
I was thinking, wait, what?
Change the subject and deflect. When did you really notice it?
Well, I think it was through all of the times that Donald Trump has fallen asleep in public and talked about, magnets getting wet in the last few, my mom had dementia, so I recognize it. And
this is not, it's a very good deflection. You're a professional.
you know what else is great about Biden's decline is that Trump is all over the Epstein files, and I'm wondering if they're going to release those. Are you covering that tonight?
Not really, because the woman that apparently they're talking about is the one that said he was a gentleman and never did anything wrong. And the person that had a grudge was the guy that got thrown out of Mar-a-Lago 25 years ago. And by the way, when you get thrown out of a club in Palm Beach, Florida, that's kind of a big deal. And it's very humiliating and embarrassing. And he was a convicted pedophile. So I'm not exactly putting a lot of gospel truth in what he said.
Trump was mad that he was stealing his girls, but what?
There is not a lot better than watching Sean Hannity squirm as the truth is broadcast on Fox for the first time since, I guess, 5 p.m. when Jessica Tarlov is going back and forth.
He fell for that banana, didn't he?
I don't know how Fox thinks that they can run away from Trump's cognitive decline when they post his statements and take his speeches live. I've actually found that more so than any other outlet, Fox is willing to cut away because they just don't want their viewers confronted with the fact that Donald Trump is as stupid and declining as he is. And it's not offensive or, out of line for me to use those words. They're just the right words to use. Donald Trump, in fact, is the one who is bringing our attention to the obvious cognitive decline that he is in. While the White House has worked overtime to cover up his medical reports and hide information, Donald Trump has lost it so much that he just blurts out about his MRI. And while you might have seen this clip before, I think it's important to watch with the context about we're about to check out Donald Trump's obvious decline and him talking about his MRI.
If we denuclearize.
Mr. President, could you tell us why you needed to get an MRI? I understand that the results were good, but what was it for?
Because it's part of my physical. Getting an MRI is very standard. What you think I shouldn't have and other people got it?
It is not standard, slow bucket.
Here's what's the story is. I had an MRI. The doctor said it was the best result he has ever seen as a doctor. That's it. But I had an MRI as part of my standard yearly, or I think they do it every 2 years, but I have the physical every year, and the result was outstanding.
I don't know who in the White House is briefing Trump on what he should or should not be saying.
He forget what he's supposed to say.
He certainly should not be talking about his MRI, which Carolyn Leavitt, nor the White House's own physician, decided to bring to the attention of the press. And more so than just the fact that Donald Trump
forgot what he's supposed to say.
This advanced scanning is the fact that he spent more than 4 hours at Walter Reed. Former White House doctors have come out and say that all basic digital imaging tools that would be needed for this basic, as Donald Trump called it, his second annual physical, which you don't take 2 annual physicals, that kind of takes away from the annual part. But anything that Donald Trump could have had done, any test that he could have had taken, any imaging that was needed could have largely taken place in the White House. So why was he gone for 4 hours? Why did he travel 15 minutes there and 15 minutes back if he has so much going on? He literally said the other day,
he had to
you
go in
can't
there
bother
too.
me with the Epstein files. I'm running the country. I got other important stuff to do. But you had time to look at your brain that's breaking and then not tell us about it? Well, why? Well, it's because Donald Trump continues to show us that he's forgotten where he is, what's going on, and who's president, including in 2020. Trump wrote in a meltdown this morning on Truth Social over his failed redistricting plan. I will be strongly endorsing against any state senator or House member from the great state of Indiana that votes against the Republican Party in our nation.
And they giving him the
seats in the United States House of Representatives.
The results of his
other state in our
brain
nation is doing, Republican or Democrat. Democrats
and how it
are trying to
is
steal our seats
deteriorating.
everywhere. And we're not going to let this happen. This all began with the rigged census. The rigged census. We must keep the majority at all costs. Republicans must fight back. Does Donald Trump realize that in 2020 he was president? So if the census was rigged, he was the one rigging it. This is just yet another example of Donald Trump either not remembering that he was president, not remembering what he did as president, or maybe worst of all, not knowing what is happening in our politics. Donald Trump maybe doesn't even know what the census is. Donald Trump just
reckon that's why he said that he wanted the files of the Epstein files. Maybe he forgot that he was in them files because that dementia has, sunk in. I mean, maybe he just forgot that he all over the files. I mean, I know he didn't forget he was a PDFer, right? Because he still like flirting. Yeah. Looking at little kids like a wolf with your tongue hung out. I mean, really? You didn't forget? Did you forget that you was sucking on bubble pickle? That you opened your whole mouth and didn't gag and stroked it. You got a strong, quick little stroke with it too. I mean, you got a strong hand. I mean, you got. Thank you, Miss Tom. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, he had to hold it all strong, He grabbed that thing and then opened his big ass mouth. Yeah. You reckon? He was doing like that my old friend used to do. Maybe he was on a prowl, letting folk know what he could do. Just like old boy was with me in North Park and threw that ass up in the air and put that arch in his back. Yeah, same thing. That was for the demonstration. That strong hand. Yes, indeed. I mean, y'all know. Yeah, y'all know. I ain't. I know what I see when I see it. Yeah, you know what I mean? He had that strong hand. Yeah, big mouth. Man, dudes love that strong hand, don't they? Woo, that grip. He had a grip on that mic. Shit. He had a mic in one hand and a strong grip on that stand. He said, I can handle two at the same time. I'll play with this one over here and turn to the left and play with that one over there. I could please more than one man at the same time. You big, fat, funky freak. Let's go.
Knows that he's mad about it. He's losing it. He's freaking out now. His handlers are rushing to save him, of course, not to the betterment of our country, but because what Donald Trump's actual focus on, what he is giving his attention to, is remodeling.
This Picklegate.
His handlers had to step in. White House staff had to kill Trump's even tackier plan for the Oval Office. White House staff were forced to step in to stop Donald Trump from hanging a potentially damaging chandelier in the Oval Office, according to a new book
He ain't said nothing about that.
Scott Jennings. And
ballroom either
happened. Way. The problem wasn't aesthetic, it was physics. The ceiling couldn't hold it, Jennings writes, in A Revolution of Common Sense, his new book, which I'm sure not a lot of people will read. Imagine that conversation in the Oval Office, like Stephen Miller and Susie Wow sitting Donald Trump down and saying, Donald, we've been thinking about this a lot, but one of the plans that you want to undertake is incredibly damaging. It would be potentially harmful. And we can't let you go forward with it. And in your mind,
okay, this is gonna be my last one. Let's hear what they say. The view of his peers. Hold on.
He's calling it a Democratic hoax, unquote, and reportedly pressuring House GOP members to block their release. But Republicans like Marjorie Taylor Greene aren't listening to him. Take a look at that.
I believe the country deserves transparency in these files, and I don't believe that rich, powerful people should be protected if they have done anything wrong. The women themselves that
this was a long time ago.
Over and over again said that Donald
that was an old picture.
Quite a few of them.
That's when he was doing all this sucking and ucking.
Those are the women I would like
back in the day
in the Oval Office with support. Everyone is asking, is why fight this so hard?
So last night, he threw in the towel and called on Republicans to release the files. all of a sudden, claiming he has nothing to hide. So why the sudden 180 turn on this?
Well, one, he's losing. Oh, sorry, Alyssa. He's losing any support he had. They say right now that the Republicans are flocking to support this because this isn't political. This is a crime. There was a pedophile involved here, and there are people hiding that. Show one thing, and this should remind people how not political it is. Take a look.
I suffered so much pain.
Yeah.
I was 14 years old.
I was 16 years old.
I was 16.
17, 14 years old. This is me. This was me. This is me when I met Jeffrey Epstein. This is me when I met Jeffrey Epstein.
There are about 1,000 of us.
It's time to bring the secrets out of the shadows. It's time to shine a light into the darkness.
A thousand girls.
1,000 girls, and it's just a reminder. You see them holding pictures of their younger selves, and they were 15 and 16. And I remind everyone the innocence of life lost, whether you're 8, 4, 15, these are our young people, and they will carry this forever. So the least people can do is demand transparency and hold people accountable for this.
I love that you showed that, Sarah, because
Yeah, so that's a young picture of him that I found, Mrs. Tom.
By the time they recall,
Yeah, this picture right here was an old picture of him. Look at the color of his hair and eyebrows. We know that was old.
They are older than when the abuse began, and so that is a courtroom tool that many people use. I used to use it, where you have entered into evidence the picture of the person that was abused at the age.
Well,
and you'd be
isn't that one of
surprised
the
what
things?
that does for
Isn't that one
Yeah,
of the
it's not
ways that
Photoshop.
Curbs used by saying that she was a young woman.
She was a young woman.
As
And
opposed
by the
to
way,
a child.
I mean, I have a 19-year-old, a 15-year-old.
It came with a whole story. I just took the picture.
Not a young woman, and
aside from being sexual.
Correct. But one thing that's interesting to me about this 180, Joy.
Blah, 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 blah to you, Czar.
Ability to release the Epstein
And why
files.
did
Go home.
I have no idea.
Go to the cold house.
Sex crimes, because oftentimes when there's child sexual abuse, by the time they recall, by the time they get up the nerve, the courage to make their allegations known, they are older than when the abuse began, and so that is a
You just ate a hot dog.
people use. I used to use it, where you have enter into evidence the picture of the person that was abused at the age.
Well,
And you'd be
isn't
surprised.
that
Oh, wow.
what that does for
Isn't that one of the
jury.
ploys that these pervs use by saying that she was a young woman?
She was a young woman,
As
and by
opposed
the
to
way,
a child.
She was a
I have
teenager.
19-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old is a child.
It's
Not a young woman. And
Aside from being sexual.
Correct. But one thing that's interesting to me about this 180, Joy, Trump always had the ability to release the Epstein files on his own.
What other
I
picture?
have no idea. But remember, he can order the Department of Justice to release the Epstein files without congressional
Absolutely. He can order it. He don't have to wait.
Why has he refused to do so? And my other question is, I mean, Trump has turned the Department of Justice into his own personal law firm. The New York Times came out with an article, and I hope people will read that. 60 attorneys, former and then many current prosecutors were interviewed, and the top ethics official, Prosecutor Terrell, was fired by Pam Bondi because she didn't want to listen to the ethics rules. Kash Patel didn't want to listen to the ethics rules. They wanted to be able to accept money, accept gifts. President Trump accepted a plane from Qatar. And so I think what we're hearing now is a lot about fealty to Trump and not necessarily an oath to the Constitution.
I think the reason that he didn't want this out is because, first of all, he's all over the file. He's all over these emails.
But no criminal wrongdoing.
Doesn't matter that it's not criminal wrongdoing. It's embarrassing. It's mortifying. Do you think Donald Trump wants to hear Epstein, his close friend of many years before they had that breakup, talk about him being insane and having dementia and talk about his financial malfeasance? Remember, that is the thing that most gets
What are you saying? You want me to switch the picture?
financial shenanigans. And it's also, listen, it is Trump's circle. Circles in New York and circles in Palm Beach. There are a lot of rich, powerful men who are who are maintaining a relationship. I don't know if implicated, because I mean they were having all sorts of, but I'll tell you what they are implicated in. They are implicated in rehabbing Epstein's image after he had served jail.
Yeah.
They are implicated in accepting
A
him
vile
back
pedophile
in
back in
polite
Mhm.
society
That's
after
true.
they knew that he was a registered sexual
And
predator.
is that
Mhm.
including Trump?
No, it's listen. Trump by then they had gotten into a fight over a real estate deal.
Yeah.
But let's remember what Trump said about Epstein in 2002. He likes women
Which is-
just as much as I do, and he likes them on
Which
the
is
younger side.
why he
That's
got
we're
put
gonna
out of
discuss
Mar-a-Lago.
this. I think so many people knew, had an inkling, should have known what Jeffrey Epstein was doing. If not before 2008 when he got put in jail, then certainly after 2008. But they chose to look the other way because they think that rich and powerful men can do whatever the hell they want without any accountability. And but for
I haven't.
Miami-
Okay, so Mrs. Tom, I go back and find old pictures. So for this picture, I have not seen this hat in a long time. So I don't look at the pictures to see if it's a current. If it's a current one, if I want that current one, I'll grab it. But I look for pictures for my backdrop. So I don't know how long ago this was, but I haven't recently seen this hat that says this here recently. I haven't. So, I mean, whether they put it out or not, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But that's not why I look at it. Like this picture I took last night when he was getting off the plane. I didn't look to see for a bunch of wrinkles here either, but he just got off the plane last night. So maybe he went drunk some blood. I don't know. I thought maybe he went got his hair cut and got his hair dyed, and he went and drunk some of the blood. He went did a blood sacrifice. I don't know. But he don't have that many wrinkles on the picture last night either, and he just got off the plane and started talking. So I don't know how they do that. You know, he is a blood drinker now. I mean, he is. I mean, because this one right here was last night, and I don't see as many wrinkles. I don't know. I don't know what he do. That one either. But I know when he go home and he come back, he look refreshed. So I'm assuming he drinking blood. They say that you know, I don't know. It's satanic to me.
Article by Julie K. Brown, and he is obsessed with that article, Epstein and Bannon, and the Me Too movement. And it reminds us of one very important thing: when women and the men who love them and respect them get together as a group and fight together, we get things done. So we cannot let go of this issue.
Let me
We
ask
have got
Melissa
to be
something.
like dogs on a bone.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think, in terms of this 180, do you think that he feels that the Senate will not release them, will not back that?
Well, I don't buy this 180 at all. I think it's PR. I think that he's hearing from the MAGA base, who he usually really has his finger on the pulse of what they care about, and he realizes this is out of control. He can't convince them to not care about it. But to Sonny's point, he has the authority.
Who is damn Obama? Who Doreen? Now, what you doing? Who is damn
Some
Obama?
of his followers are going to be like, oh, no, see, he does want to release
Who
the
is
files.
damn Obama?
And the reason that I think this is sticking, which I've gone back and forth, will Epstein matter, will it not? But it's because it hits to the core of what got Trump into power.
Doreen, I don't know what you on today.
He was going to take on
Come back
the
another
powerful,
day.
the politically
How about
connected. And by
that? Just come back
not
another
releasing
day,
this, not
respectfully.
being into full transparency,
Yeah.
he seems like he's protecting those very people. And it couldn't
And why
happen.
doesn't his base get that?
Miss Tom, you got folk coming in talking about Obama.
This comes from the concern. The U.S. doesn't have talented people in reversing and saying we need more foreign workers. It comes from the bills that have saying the affordability.
What we not gonna do? What we not gonna do is compare Obama to Trump, whether he AI or in real life. What we ain't gonna do is compare them two. There is no, if he AI, If it's a picture of real life, let me get to one. I mean, I don't care how you look at it. We ain't gonna do that. There is no comparison to Obama and Trump. I don't care how you look at it. Even if it's AI, he runs circles. And I say circles, I do mean circles around Trump. I mean, and don't you ever try to compare Trump. Yeah. Pickle sucking, booty eating. To President Obama. Real life or AI. I don't care what you say. on his worst day. You understand? On his worst day. Okay? You cannot compare the two. Never. Make that mistake again. Yeah. And that was just at the campaign a few weeks ago. Girl, you better go on and think.
Connected. And by not
yeah, gray hair.
Leaning into full transparency.
What if he had a little mustache? Girl, please go sit down.
Doesn't his base get that?
I think it is breaking through, and I think it couldn't happen at a worse timing because this comes on the heels of him saying,
"Thank you for the floating hearts."
Talented people and reversing and saying we need more foreign workers. It comes on the heels of him saying the affordability crisis is a con job, and him giving this idea of 50-year mortgage loans to buy homes. He's really kind of betraying his base on the core issues they cared the most about, and I don't think it will go away, and I don't think they're going to let it go.
Let me ask you this, Alyssa, though, because you know his circle, and you've spent time with him. He hasn't been accused of any criminal wrongdoing, right? And so I don't know that he has loyalty to anyone. That Jeffrey Epstein wrote that. He has loyalty to no one. Why not release the files?
Because it might implicate the finances. I think it could be both of that. I was surprised his name appears over 1,000 times in these emails. And this is just 20,000 that came from
1,000.
We don't know what
we thought it was 600.
What grand jury testimony
it's over 1,000.
It could be that. I think it could also be powerful donors who have given a lot of money, friends of him,
protecting them.
And remember, we live in a time of conspiracy theories. Going back to QAnon, it always involved a pedophile.
So he has over 1,000 entries.
20,000 that came from the estate. We don't know what the Department of Justice has, what grand jury testimony has. So I think it could be.
And so I don't know that he has loyalty to anyone. That Jeffrey Epstein wrote that. He has loyalty to no one. Why not release the files?
Because it might implicate the finances. I think it might implicate
it could be both
money.
of that. I was surprised his name appears over 1,000 times in these emails. And this is just 20,000 that came from the estate. We don't know what the Department of Justice has, what grand jury testimony has. So I think it could be that. I think it could also be powerful donors who have given a lot of money, friends of him,
protecting them.
And remember, we live in a time of conspiracy theories. Going back to QAnon, it always involved a pedophile. So on both sides of the extreme spectrum, pedophilia was the thing. And now we have one of the most egregious in a lifetime, and people are covering for him.
And by the way, 15-year-olds, that is pedophilia.
Absolutely. 15. Megyn Kelly, I agree. Megyn Kelly, with your dumb slow ass, you sound like you've been conditioned before. 15 is a minor. 15 is a minor. Okay? She's a minor. And that is a PDFer. Now, maybe you gave something up to an old man when you was 15 and you liked it. It's still PDFer. Yeah, because you are a minor, you cannot choose to do what you want to do. And you can't erase the fact that he's a PDFer even though you liked it. Okay? Yeah, it's still PDF. You just liked it. So you got a little hoe in you early on. Yeah. Yeah. You just hoish. But that don't excuse nothing. It does not give him a pass. He should know better.
Pedophilia was
Your brain ain't even
and
developed.
now we have one of the most egregious in a lifetime, and people are covering for him.
And by the way, 15-year-olds, that is pedophilia. Anyone under legal consenting age is pedophilia.
Megyn Kelly, dumbass.
Republicans who signed that discharge petition, who Trump has put all sorts of pressure on, and have not. It was Massey, Mays, Boebert, and Taylor Greene. That's right. And they have not budged. I may disagree with them on a bunch of things, but I commend them and do bravo to them for not having it.
Also, just as a note, the Majority Leader John Thune has refused to open the files. He doesn't want to.
Yeah, but if he gets it from Congress with an overwhelming majority vote, including Republicans.
Well, because Lindsey Graham, John Kennedy, Josh Hawley, and Tom Tillis, they are calling for the release.
Why doesn't Trump just release it? He has the authority to do so.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, people keep sending me messages about what Trump is switching sides. He don't need these people. I mean, let's be clear. Before I go, let's be 100% clear. If there was an ounce, and I do just mean just an ounce of goodness, righteousness in him, wanting for it to go away, for him to say, release it, you release it. You have the authority. You don't have to wait for anybody. We could cut to the chase. You release it. You, big boy with the big booty, big hips, big mouth, big grip on the pickle. You. Man up, girl. Yeah. Stop acting like a scorned little girl, and you release it. You have the authority. Yeah, you said you was running shit. You said you was the DOJ. You said you was FBI. You said you are the Supreme Court. So, you do it. Yeah, show us you ain't crazy. Show us you are running something. You release it. If not, shut up. You still running. You still scared. You still don't have power like you think you do. Yeah. You still need somebody to do the dirty work for you so you can continue to lie, manipulate, and steal. And we ain't going nowhere. How about that? Y'all have a good one. I'll be back later on. Please, if you did not tap the button coming in, the like button, please tap it on your way out. I've been in here almost 3 hours. I got some work to do. Okay? What you say? Pam Bundy and Cash ought to go after Obama and stop. Obama for what? Oh, you so stupid. Patch ground. Yeah, you are the ground. You're a groundhog, ground frog. You just a piece of shit. Yeah. Cause if Trumpetta, Donica Lewinsky had anything, any scandal, any dirt, anything on Obama, his dumb, slow, funky face ass would have brought it up a long time ago. So you get your dumb ass out of here too. We don't do well with dummies who dumb enough to say something like I'm gonna let you make it, yo dumb ass. Go over there. Go on over there in the White House and bend over for your cut master. Yeah, the head hunter. Yeah, go on over. Bend on over in the secret White House society and please your master. Yeah, that's what you go do. That's what you go do. Thank you, Naturally Narlins. High five. High five. Yeah. You go over there and bend over for him. Yeah, let him sacrifice your big ass. Yeah. Y'all look stupid. 2025. Yeah, letting a dumbass lead y'all around. Yeah. You ought to want to get out there cold. Telling you, drinking blood and shit. Oh, hell to the no. Hell to the no. Yeah. Time for y'all to wake up. Spit that shit out. Ask God to cleanse you, forgive you, and put you on the right path. Yeah, we need a revival. Yeah. You need to go to a Pentecostal church and let one of them Pentecostal preachers cast that spirit up out you. Let you roll all on the ground and the sister come put a white sheet over you while you roll around like a serpent. He walks, he talks, he crawl on his belly like a reptile. Yeah, that's what you need. You need to go to an old country Pentecostal church. Yeah. Singing, I know it was blood. You know, singing, I know it was blood. Yeah, let them old ladies sing. Yeah, somebody do the tambourine and they put that holy water on you. Come out in the name of Jesus. Come out, Satan. And then you start talking all deranged and shit. Yeah. And then I'm not coming out. You know, dude, yeah. Yeah, and let them continue to put that oil, anoint thy head with oil, and splash that holy water on you and make you, you squirm and yeah, and let it come on out. It's time to come out, devil. It's time to come out. You need to go to a church where they cast out demons. Yeah, that's what you do. What did I mean? I don't went to a Pentecostal church. Tried to come in here on Miss Satoya, yeah. She said, oh, AunTeaFee, know a little something. Yeah, I know a little something. Yeah, that's what they need to go and do. And all the old ladies need to come together and come in a circle and circle that spirit in. Circle that spirit in. We not going nowhere. We are standing up to the devil. We rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Come out and steady throw that holy water on you. Absolutely. You don't have no place. Let the people go. Snake, I said with the sister put that white sheet over you while you squirming on that ground like a snake, sissing and talking in some strange, all of that crazy stuff. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm rooted. I'm rooted. I come from a place, y'all. I don't just be talking. I come from a place. I am true to it. I ain't new to it. Yeah, they say I'm old. I come from a place. And Lord, I thank you. I thank you. Absolutely, I thank you. Absolutely. Because when you need to know, you know. And when you need to know what to say, you know what to say. Yeah, we need a healing. Y'all need to go to church and let the devil go. Yeah, because y'all doing some foolish stuff. It makes no sense. And if you can't see it, you better find some friends who can intercede for you to steer you to a place where they can deliver you, help deliver you, and ask for that spirit to go. But you need to be grown enough to ask God to deliver you from that evil. That's what you should do. Yeah. That's why sometimes I go back to who raised you. You understand? Yeah. Sometimes you need somebody to stand in place for you, intercede. Yeah. And ask God to heal. Y'all better go listen to Helen Baylor. She said she had a praying grandmother who knew enough. She said, I knew enough to call on the name of Jesus. She said, save my granddaughter. Save my granddaughter, Jesus. Y'all better find you a praying grandmother to pray for you. Save my granddaughter. Save her. Deliver her. Set her free. Y'all, I'll be back later.